Crows. I am Steve Wante, the singer, lead guitar.
Rich, drums.
Chris, I play the upright bass.
And Victor on guitar.
All right. So to get started, tell them a little bit about your band, how you got the name Thirsty Crows, how that came about, and when did you guys start? 2011?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
right
it was
around
right
there.
around 2011.
We were looking for a name that just kind of was unique, and crows like are kind of a bird that nobody likes, but they're like super smart, and we like drinking, and so we kind of fell on the Thirsty Crows. Yeah,
I was trying to say it was based on like taking any drinks and they never say no.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I looked at a crow's a scavenger bird that eats anything, so
But they-
the
Drinks
thirsty
anything.
one's gonna drink
Yeah,
anything.
didn't drink anything. Yeah.
All right. Give us a little background story on the song The Devil's Highway.
Devil's Highway. That was actually probably one of the first three that we wrote.
Yeah,
Or,
I think so.
yeah. Mike Diarenzo was our original drummer. We used to jam in his parents' garage, and that was one of the songs we wrote. It was one of those things where I was just sitting at home, and my son was super little, and so I'd ride a lot during the day, and I'd show up to practice, and I'd give Chris the parts. Vic hadn't joined the band yet either, and I think jokingly we wrote it like saying like it's about the 405 freeway because we were really close to that. And then of course a lot of our stuff is always has to do with like drinking, partying,
Southern California.
Southern California life, yeah. And so that's kind of how that song came about, and just things that were happening at that time, I'm sure.
You almost forget how bad traffic used to be.
It still is.
Yeah, right.
But there's a video that we did for that. Vic had just came on, I think, for that one.
In the hot sun.
Yeah, we were in Lancaster. We did a video for that. That was a good 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah, about
7 years ago, something like
yeah.
that. And then it was weird because my dad just passed away a few days like later. So it's kind of a crazy time, but yeah, that was still one of my favorite songs. But that's one of the I'd say the original three that we wrote going into what's happened now. We used to play a lot of covers because it was like our side gig. We used to make pretty decent loot doing it.
I think that's how most bands start.
Yeah,
just
and
jamming
it's
out.
just
the
kept
covers.
I
going.
met you guys.
Going back to the name, I think the first name we went with was the Dregs Trio. Remember that?
Yeah, because we were just at the bottom of
The
the
bottom
barrel.
feeders and what was left from a bunch of other little bands and stuff.
You guys never thought high and mighty about yourself.
We just were doing it as fun. Chris and I have been in bands together for almost 20 years.
Yeah, I think
Right around
like
there.
17 years now, something like that.
We were in another like metal thrash band for I want to say 10 to 12 years. Toured a bunch, and then we kind of everyone went separate ways. We'd always talked about stand-up bass and more acoustic country stuff, and so like on our second album, our sophomore album for that band, we started getting some kind of country vibes, and I think that's kind of where the band was kind of like, nah, we don't want to do that, and we still wanted to go that route, and so when we separated, I ended up doing kind of my own solo thing, and I started playing with my friend Kira Lingman. She's super talented, like blues, acoustic duo stuff. Chris was another like three-piece. What were you guys are like
I don't even know what it was.
Grass. What is it? The grassroots, whatever.
Yeah, it's like Americana.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
Really. I mean, it was cool, banjo and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, this bastard went and did that. So I was like, hey, why don't we let's just jam and see what happens. Or
Well,
he,
no. It was
come
no,
play with
it was,
Kira.
yeah. You were playing with Kira,
Kira.
and Kira like cut her hand, and she couldn't play the other
That's
guitar.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you want to sit in? I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll try. I'll hop in there for a few, and then I don't know. We kept wanting us to do like heavier and heavier,
heavier
stuff.
stuff. Everything we said we wanted to do was like more bluesy and more country, and we had a different idea, just breaking away from the whole heavy hardcore stuff.
Why is it when I met you guys I cut my hand?
That's your
I was
initiation.
playing.
And then that was going for a while. I want to say a good 2 years, like that, right? Right around there.
No, I don't even think it was that.
Or maybe a
long.
year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing shows. We started getting shows, and just no covers, obviously more originals. And we were supposed to play with Vic's other old band, Saints and Sinners, and they didn't
Originally
make it.
played with your guys' acoustics.
Yeah, with acoustic stuff.
With Kira.
And,
Yeah, it was Kira.
we were already talking about getting another guitar in the band, and this band kind of at that time, you know, they all got
Fizzled out around.
fizzled, but they got big boy jobs and stuff, so they don't want to, you know, obviously making money. They don't.
They were
can't
they
do
were getting
stuff.
shopped by a major label, and he just said, "Nah, fuck that, dude. I don't want to do that. I want to go with these guys.
Yeah.
Those are way better
Yeah.
looking."
So
And,
he came on, and Vic came on right around, I want to say 2013, 2014, around there.
Yeah, I was originally supposed to like Milli Vanilli the whole set, but I ended up starting actually playing.
Yeah.
I was supposed to stand up there and look pretty.
Yeah, you still do
Pedals.
that.
A little bit of sound in the background.
And then we went out that way. We did poor guy. So we had cut the first EP before he came, like right before he came on. And short story with that, that was actually pretty cool. Like it was a weird experience, but a cool experience. Billy Gazzadelli is this guy that was in an old metal band, big metal band, Biohazard. And so he's out here now, and now he's in a new band called Powerflow with the guys from a couple of the guys from Cypress Hill and a bunch of stuff. I don't know, they're pretty big, but we did that one there, and that was a good experience. And then Vic came on, we started writing more, and long story short, we ended up parting ways with Mike, and it worked out. These two lovebirds met at a bar. I don't even know how the whole story goes. But anyways, Chris is like, there's this drummer guy. I'm like, the drummer guy? What? And he's like, yeah, look him up on Facebook. I don't know, he's got drum stuff on it. I was like, well, that guy's pretty good. And we're sitting in Chris's living room. I'm like, well, that'd be cool if you had a garage. And then Rich texts right back, I got a garage, we could jam. I was like, no way. What's he gonna say next? I got an electric drum kit?
I was like, no, I got snacks.
Sure enough, I got an electric drum kit. Let's come over. So we started going over there, started jamming with Rich, and at that time,
It all just kind of clicked
Clicked,
and came together.
Dusty and Renee, Dusty from Stellar Corpses and Renee from The Brains had already been collaborating about starting the label, and that all kind of just happened. Literally, Rich came on, we got signed with them, and
You came
started
over at a good
recording
time.
in his garage, doing some weird stuff, and
Within that month,
it's been
yeah.
3 years since that,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
yeah.
So
Rich
it's kinda-
like that. He joined the band, and then like a month later, yeah, we signed. We signed with Batcave Records.
And it's all been shits and giggles since. It's a lot of fun and weird times now with the pandemic, but now, you know, getting back in here and writing, which is good.
It forces us to come here,
Yeah.
which we need.
That's one of the questions I was going to ask. How are you guys handling this last year, and what do you look forward to coming up?
We get lazy.
Due to the pandemic.
But we still have each other.
Seriously, we chat a lot. But we'll go through our spells where we'll play. In fact, our rhythm for up until the pandemic started, we play a bunch of shows and then we take like a month off. Play a bunch of shows, take a month off. And I think the first part of the pandemic, we couldn't come in for a few months or whatever. And so it made you realize like how good we had it. So now we look forward to getting back in here, and it's not always about the next show. Now it's about coming in and writing new stuff, and everyone's doodling at home and recording and then shooting little messages over, what do you think of this or what do you think of that? So
And just preparing for the next shows, hopefully.
yeah, next shows.
Have you guys done any Zoom meetings while you're playing sessions?
I think like when they finally were able to start kind of slow opening up some stuff, we did a couple live streams on like Facebook or Instagram or
Yeah.
something before Zuckerberg decided like, no, we can't have that happening. So yeah, we haven't live streamed anything for a while. I don't
We,
think.
This is going on Facebook.
The only thing we were able to do, which was really weird but really fun, we got to do a show in Colorado, and we flew, and it was like right in the middle of the pandemic. So that was weird, but we had a blast.
It was a whole different world.
And just going, it really hadn't hit Colorado or the Midwest yet at that point. This was in July, right? July, around there.
No, yeah, something like that.
It was still like it was still on its way. Hadn't hit hard yet. So it was weird going to this big festival at Pikes Peak, and there's a couple thousand people, and you're just like, you're so used to wearing masks and being like 6 feet away from everybody, and all of a sudden it's just like,
I mean, they were nice enough to separate the California bands to have their own area,
Yeah.
separate from everybody else.
they knew we were gonna be weirdos.
But it was pretty relaxed. Open air areas, everything was open, garage, open doors.
Yeah, it was
Airflow,
really fun.
It was good, safe.
Yeah.
Took care of us.
Yeah, that definitely helped us out. I think mentally a lot because I mean, 2020, I think we played about 4 shows the whole year.
And 3 of them were out of state.
Yeah. And
One
I mean,
backyard show, and I think Arizona and Colorado. Yeah.
We're used to playing, pretty often.
Yeah, almost every weekend. Yeah.
And looking forward, what are you guys doing? You got some shows lined up, or
Right now,
In the plan- in the
Colorado,
works?
I think, is the only thing.
There's a couple like little festivals that might be in the works, but the hardest part is, I think we've actually been booked on a couple festivals, and they said, oh, okay, things are going to open up again, and then they said, nope, close it down. So things would constantly get postponed, get pushed back, or canceled altogether. So, we have a couple that are tentative right now. But at this point, it's like, well, I'll believe it when I get,
It's
I'll
gonna be
believe it when I
interesting,
get the loaded info.
A lot of the venues are gone. Some of the venues that I thought would make it for sure didn't, and so it'll be real interesting to see what's left and then what comes up out of this. Obviously, I'm sure someone's gonna pick.
I feel a lot more
Pick up where
drive-through
it left off. Yeah.
concerts.
Yeah, the drive-through concert, that'd be pretty cool. I'd do that. Definitely interesting times for sure.
you mentioned when we were in there that, some new songs that you guys were doing in there. Do you have an upcoming album that you're working on?
Yeah, so
currently?
right now we're thinking an EP.
Fly to Canada.
We're trying to go record in Michigan with Coffin Cats. They opened up their own studio, but again, the pandemic cut that off because we went down a second shutdown. We wanted to go do that, which is fine because we didn't really have enough
Oh, they had to get their own jobs too.
material. Yeah.
Everybody had to change their lifestyle.
Now that the borders are opening back up, Renee, our producer, Renee De La Muerte, Renee Garcia, he's up in Vancouver.
Vancouver.
So he was kind of like, well, I'll just as soon as everything opens back up, just fly up here and we'll get going. So I think that's going to be the game plan. So right now we'd like to have at least 6 originals at least, and then maybe the cover or 2. And then you never know with that guy. You get in the studio with them and
The Reginald
they'll
Rose
make you
album.
write
Yeah.
like 2 more songs
Yeah.
on the spot, and it ended up being like really cool.
We went from 2 months to a whole year progression.
Yeah, because originally we were just gonna do another EP, and it ended up turning into a full length.
Yeah, full 14 track,
Yeah.
full length.
So this one we're hoping for at least 6 or 7 new songs. Let's see what happens from there.
That'll be good. Anything you guys want to add in?
Yeah, you can check out, thirstycrows.com. We got a bunch of stuff up on there. We got
Well, BatCaveRecords.com.
BatCaveRecords.com.
Our stuff, all our label mates.
we got stuff from Stellar Corpses, Brains, Resurrex.
Resurrex,
There's a
Bat.
whole bunch of good
A
bands.
bunch of new bands too. I mean, from all over the world. So it's really cool. Yeah. And they have Australia, they have Chile, they have Canada, they have
Puerto Rico.
yeah, all over the place. There's a lot of really good bands. That roster's growing. I feel like monthly.
Yeah.
Two Tones just got on there. They're really cool. There's a lot of good bands.
Is
Lucia Tones, we got to play with them before all this stuff went down. They're cool band.
So you can check out that website. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. I think we tweet. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, we're out there.
Reach out. We're not going anywhere.
We're personable.
Waiting-
shoot us a
waiting to
message. Tell
get
us we
back out
suck.
there,
Tell
yeah.
us that you
Tell us you
love.
miss how much we suck.
Tell us you love Vic's little dirt on his chin.
Tell him to stop playing with pedals.
I'll play myself all I want.
Oh, he does. He does.
But yeah, just to visit the
Yeah, put on a show.
the Facebook page. Give us the likey still a thing, and follow us on Instagram.
Mhm.
And we're gonna be writing, and then just looking forward to getting out. But it looks like for here the near future, it's probably gonna be more like out of state, Arizona, Colorado, until California opens up a little more stuff.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for the little jam session too. It was really cool. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
guys. For your room right there.
Motley Crue tribute song right there.